Hi guys, so today we'll be talking about credit score, what that is, and how does that help you. So your credit score is based upon 5 different factors, those factors being payment history, accounts owed, length of credit history, new credit, and also your credit mix. Out of those 5 factors, payment history is the most important, it's at 35%. Accounts owed is the second, and that one comes in at 30%. And then the length of credit history is the third most important with 15. And then the new credit and credit mix making up 10%. Payment history is so important because it makes up 35%. It's 35% because it can show how likely you are to pay back your loans. And if you don't pay back your loans, then it will cause some serious damage to your credit score. As long as you don't miss any payments, you stay in good standing of your bills, those bills being your loans, you're more than likely going to have a pretty decent credit score. The second factor being the accounts you owe. So this makes up the outstanding debts that you currently have. So this means the balance on your credit cards and the balance remaining on your mortgage or your car loans or any other personal loans that you may have. Accounts owed is the second most important factor. That makes up 30% of your score. So this is the balances that you have on your loans. When it comes to credit cards, they like to see you stay below 10% of your credit limit. So if you have a $7,000 balance and you stay below that 700 mark, that puts you at a 10% accounts owed or balance on your credit card, and that's a good range to stay within. If you have a lower credit limit, then as long as you pay your balances off in full every time at the end of the month, you'll be fine. So the third most important factor in your credit score is your length of your credit history. This makes up 15% of your credit score. This is just obvious. This is the length that you have your first credit card to the newest revolving credit or installment loan that you've opened. So as long as you started at 18 or you started as soon as you can, or you felt that you were ready to open a credit card, then you should be okay. Don't worry about it in the beginning. It's kind of inevitable. It's going to affect your credit score at first because you are new to the credit journey. That's how it works. As long as you keep your payment history in good standing, and then also keep the balance of your credit cards paid off in full every month, this will over time, it will just slowly get better, obviously, as the years go on and you advance that length of your credit history. And then the fourth factor would be the new credit. So this is just the inquiries that you have on your account. If you apply for a credit card, most institutions that are out there will check your credit and pull a credit report. This will give your account a hard inquiry. Drop off of your account after a year is really nothing to worry about. Again, it's going to happen. As long as you keep your accounts in good standing, you keep your balances low, you pay them off every time in full at the end of the month, you will be good. It's very low comparatively to the other 3 factors. Do not go out and get a personal loan just because your credit score is not at a 800 yet, because you don't have an installment loan. There's no reason for that. That's kind of silly. Eventually you will get to that point where you have enough credit mix, and that will not affect you. Same as your length of credit history. Eventually you will get to the point where the length of credit history is long enough to where when you apply for new credit cards, it will not affect that factor as much. Obviously, it will dip just because of the hard inquiries that are on your account when you apply for new loans and stuff like that. Credit scores are important because they help determine whether you are responsible. Unfortunately, not everyone can pay cash for a house. We can't pay cash for car loans, unfortunately. It's just, it takes a lot of time to save up that kind of cash to be able to do so. I would like to pay for cash for everything, but unfortunately, I'm just not in that situation. But if you use your credit responsible, you know how to budget money, you know how to take care of the finances on your side. I don't see any issue with taking out loans as long as they are necessary. I don't recommend going out and taking loans just because you need an extra $3,000. Now that, I think you should have an emergency fund saved up before you apply for a credit card. There's no reason to be using your limit. Most of the time, you don't have a very high limit at first. It's normally pretty low because you have a secured card, and that's for a later video on what a secured card is. I'm not trying to influence you to that you need a credit card or that you need loans. Unfortunately, with things being so expensive, not all of us can save up that $500,000 to buy a house, or that $30,000 to buy a used. As long as you have $1,000 saved up in your savings account, you should be able to handle a credit card and also be able to pay your bill off in time and in full at the end of every month. That is not up for discussion. If you cannot do that, then please do not apply for a credit card. Do not go down that rabbit hole. Some of these credit cards can charge you 30% in interest and then lead you down a huge rabbit hole of debt. Unfortunately, the average credit card debt is somewhere around $6,000, and then also it can lead to hurting your credit score because your balances are so high. It's just a really bad situation to start. So we just want to start those good money habits for everyone. That's what this channel is for. To create good money habits for all young people. I think there is a large majority of young people that really want to learn and know a little bit about finances. That is what this channel is for. I'm here to give everyone a little piece of what my finance journey has been as a 21-year-old, being fairly new to the whole credit journey. I'm no expert by any means. I just would like to get on here and share my knowledge of what I have learned listening to YouTube channels, doing my own research. Please, if you are young, do not watch just my videos trying to figure out and listen to me. Please go around, listen to Dave Ramsey. I like Daniel Braun. He's very informative, but he geared towards people that have been in the credit journey a little bit. And Dave Ramsey just gives you a different perspective on what finances could be like for anyone to advance our financial journey and stay on the right path. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.